Hi there, welcome to my views and news. A crackdown has been ongoing on Ethiopia Ethiopian border for almost 2 weeks. The crackdown was aimed at killing the black market in Ethiopia, but it seems that it is not working. Secondly, good news for the government of Somalia. Hassan Sheikh is trying to attract international investment. He is trying to get the loans written off, is trying to get investment and grants and loans for the government of Somalia. Somalia is in need of money. No one can deny that. This news definitely is an encouraging news for the government of Somalia, which will have less burden now, it seems. Let's start, viewers, from a town which has been hub of some illegal operations. It's situated on Ethiopia-Somaliland border. Tog Wajale is the name of the town. Half of it is in Ethiopia, I think half is in Somaliland. By the way, Ethiopia-Somaliland border is very porous border. Somalis, I think, freely travel across the border. Ethiopia-Somalia border to Ethiopia-Sudan border to some extent managed. Ethiopia-Eritrea border very heavily secured. Tog Vajale is the hub of black market, currency exchange black market. And around 3 weeks ago, Ethiopian government launched an operation in Tog Vajale. Mobile service was suspended in Tog Vajale. It's still suspended. 3 weeks have passed and the mobile service is still suspended. The mobile service was suspended to disconnect the link between the currency exchange shops and the customers. We know that when in July, Ethiopian government introduced macroeconomic reforms, it tried to kill the black market, because back then in black market, a dollar was at around 120 for 120 birr. In official market, it was 57 birr for $1, but it was not available. CB was not selling dollars back then. So importers were facing problems. They did not have dollars. They had to go to black market to buy $1 for 120 birrs. The government then introduced reforms. Government had to introduce reforms to get dollars from IMF and World Bank. Government got billions of dollars from the IMF. And then government authorized private banks to buy and sell foreign currency. We saw that birr declined in official market. Now, dollar is being sold by Ethiopian banks at around 120. 120, 121, 122 is the selling price of US dollar by Ethiopian banks, including commercial bank of Ethiopia. Black market was at 118. It has risen to 136, 136, 30, 40. So black market is still there in Ethiopia. It could not be killed. The macroeconomic reforms could not make black market dysfunctional. Several reasons behind that. I can do a video on that too. Now, government has launched this operation in Tog Vajale to kill the black market so that people won't be able to buy dollars in black market. They'll go to banks to withdraw, to deposit money there. 3 weeks have passed and nothing has changed. People of Tog Vajale, someone from there contacted me. They said, Saji, we're suffering. 3 weeks without any mobile service. People are suffering, but government has not been able to completely close the foreign currency exchange network in Togwajale, because in black market the rate of dollar is almost the same. Why? Because the currency exchange shops owners can easily change their location. They can go to other areas. Just suspension of the mobile service is not a solution to this currency exchange illegal business. Black market can only be killed by making purchase of dollars easy at official banks. Problem is that Ethiopian banks are more interested in buying dollars than selling. They are buying dollars from the National Bank of Ethiopia. They are not selling as much. They attach restrictions to the withdrawal of dollars. They charge commissions. That is why National Bank of Ethiopia a few days ago bound the banks to share details of the commission in black and white with customers. So macroeconomic reforms could not completely kill the Ethiopian currency exchange black market. People of Togwajale are suffering. Secondly, we heard Somalia. Good news for the government of Somalia, where it seems it has got relief of 1.14 billion US dollar debt relief. Somalia owed debt to the US, and Richard Riley, US ambassador to Somalia, has signed an agreement with Somalia's government officials, and go wash your hands. Wash your hands. So Richard Riley had to sign an agreement with, he signed an agreement with Somalia's ministers about this loan cancellation. US cancelled 1.14 billion US dollar loan. Before the arrival of Trump, Somalia got a big relief from the US. If US withdraws support for Somalia, Somalia will definitely suffer a little. I think US pays salaries of some US trained Danab, I think, forces. US has its military deployed to in Somalia. US military is involved in operations against Al Shabaab. Obviously, those operations require money too. The withdrawal of US support for Somalia could be a challenge difficult to handle by the government of Somalia. Trump is known for promoting less military interventions abroad. In January, when he takes office, it is very likely that he'll reduce US military presence in Somalia. People say he might recognize Somalia as a country. I'm not aware of that, Trump and his loyalists and his close associates are working on that. But Somalia, I think, will have to do something extraordinary to prove that it needs the support of international community, especially the US, after Trump comes to power. He's a businessman. I think he will give a tough time to Chinese. He wants to utilize American money in a way which benefits Americans. Yes, he talks about strategic and regional and global politics too, but main agenda of Trump is that he wants to spend on Americans as much as he can to protect Americans. So that is why we could see less US support, financial support for Hassan Sheikh government after Trump came to power. Let's see. Take watch.